Guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my 26 through 30 week pregnancy update. Currently, as I'm filming this, I am 31 weeks pregnant. And sorry if I sound kind of raspy. I just woke up from a nap not too long ago. That explains why my hair is all jacked up and why I'm in pajamas. But, you know, I'm 31 weeks pregnant, so I really don't care at this point what I look like anywhere I go. But I just want to come on here and talk to you guys what's been going on the last couple weeks, and I've been diagnosed with something, and I was going to talk to you guys about that too. But I'm going to start out with week 26. Around this time now, everything's starting to slow down. Not much is going on week from week. So in week 26, the only two things I had going on, sorry, I have heartburn. The only two things that was going on week 26 was the baby was hanging out in my ribs and my back a lot, so it was kind of uncomfortable, but I figured out how to get him out of my ribs. But for him being in my back, I still have not figured that out yet, and I just have to deal with it when that happens, because I don't know how to get him out of there. And if he's anything like his parents, he's going to be stubborn and won't do it. And also in week 26, I had sensitive gag reflex, which that kind of sounds weird, but to explain what I mean by that is if I coughed too hard or if I coughed too much, I would go throw up or feel like I have to throw up or feel extremely nauseous. And I hated that because sometimes I cough a lot. I was sick the last couple weeks, so coughing was hell because I had to cough a lot and I got tired of feeling sick and nauseous all the time. Week 27, I went and took my first glucose test, and I failed that one, so I went back and took my 3-hour glucose test. I weighed in at 286, which I weighed 265 at the beginning of the pregnancy, so that's about 60, 70, 80, 20-something pounds. I'll put on the screen how much I've gained since I've gotten pregnant, which I'm honestly happy with because I am overweight before I got pregnant, so I wasn't wanting to gain that much weight when I did get pregnant. So the weight gain I have gained, I'm happy with, and I hope I stay around there. I am in my 3rd trimester, and I do have about 7-8 weeks left, so I know this is when I'm going to start packing on the pounds. And since I got diagnosed with gestational diabetes, or gestational, however you say it, I have to start watching what I eat. And about that, I got diagnosed with it, which it wasn't bad at all, because when they told me my levels, I was only like 3 to 5, I'm going to say points, but numbers, whatever it is, 3 to 5 points above what was normal, so it's not like I have to be on medication or anything like that. So I went to the specialist and talked to them, but that's coming up, and I'll talk to you guys here in a second about that. And still in week 27, I had a sensitive gag reflex. Like I said, it sucked because I was sick the last couple weeks, and it sucked having that go on while you're sick. Week 28, I actually had a really bad ear infection. I still kind of sound stopped up because it's between winter and spring here in Indiana. So the weather changing is like messes up my allergies and stuff like that. So it really does suck because I felt like I've been sick the last month. But I got a really bad ear infection, and then like a week and a half before that, I was sick too. So this last month has really sucked. I wasn't too sick, so I'm thankful for that, but the ear infection did not help at all. Also in week 28 is the baby was moving a lot this week for some reason. He doesn't really move for anyone. Like Daniel, his father, will feel him sometimes, but no one's really felt him but me. No one else in our family has felt him because he just doesn't move that often. And the doctor told me if he needs to be moving every couple hours, which I don't count that. I don't like do kick counts because I've just noticed that he's not that active. I know the times he is active, he is active a lot 2 times for the day, so definitely when I first wake up and when I go to like lay down or relax at the end of the day, he's really active. But other than that, I feel him move around, just not kicking and moving all over the place, which I'm not too worried about, like, doing the kick counts because I've been carrying him the last, 7 months. I know what he feels like throughout the day, and I know what's normal and what's not, so I'm just listening to what my body's telling me, and I know that he's fine in there. I know when he should be moving. I know he's moved at least 2 times a day very actively, so if that starts to stop, I will call the doctor and stuff like that. But I'm not, the nurse told me every couple hour or every hour, if I don't feel him a couple times, eat something, drink something, and if that does not happen, to call the doctor. But I'm not going to do that. Okay, sorry for that. I let my dog out. But back to what I was saying. What was I talking about? Oh, the baby movement. Like I said, I'm not going to be too worried until, about the baby kicks until his normal routine doesn't happen, or if I don't feel him in the morning times, and if I don't feel him throughout the day or anything like that, that's when I will be contacting my doctor. Also, on week 28, I started getting extremely tired again. Now I'm to the point where I almost have to have like a little 15 to 20 minute nap, 30-minute nap every day almost, just because that's how tired I'm getting. And I just have to lay down and take a little nap, or I'm going to be dead throughout the day. 29 weeks is when I went to the specialist. They gave me my meter. They gave me like my starter set of my test strips and the needles I need to prick my finger with. And then we came up with like, not a meal plan, but how much carbs I should be eating every meal, and how much I should be having at the end of the day. And she gave me a list of food and about how much carbs that they have and stuff like that. So I will be sharing with you guys like my new like diet or whatever soon. So I have actually been having issues with the doctor. They gave me my starter kit, and they called me in some more test strips and some more needles. The needles got approved, but the test strips did not. Test strips out of pocket without insurance covering it is $78, and I'm not paying that for one. For two, my insurance should cover that. They just don't want to, because I'm supposed to be testing my sugar 4 times a day, and they put on the prescription 5 times a day just so I can have an extra couple strips if I feel funny through the day, or if one drops or something happens, that I can have a little bit extra. And my insurance just did not want to cover that extra testing a day, so they tried to call in a different type of strips, got denied, and all in this time I ran out of strips because my appointment was on like a Thursday, and they only gave me 10 strips. So if I was supposed to test 4 times a day, I ran out by Sunday. So I haven't been testing since then. But they denied the cheaper test strips, and then they approved them. And then they, I've been trying to call the specialist office to get the new meter approved. What do you want? To get the new meter approved, and my doctor's, the specialist office, has not been answering all day. I called them Monday, and it's Friday. Called them Monday, left a message, told them what was going on. Told them I haven't been checking my sugar because I can't, because I don't have any test strips. Called all week, and they have not called back, and they haven't, the front desk has not answered their phone. So I've been just waiting. I have an appointment next week, next Thursday or Friday, so we will see. Hopefully they can do something before then, or they answer their phone before then, because like I said, I haven't been testing my sugar, and that's not my fault because the damn doctor's office won't answer, and there's no other way I can get this new meter prescribed to me. I don't know if that's like, can you get a meter prescribed to you? But also on week 29, I just started getting this weird numbness under my like right boob, just like right underneath it. At first I thought it was just the baby in my ribs, but it was a completely different spot. And it started tingling and going numb, and if I touched it, it was like a really sharp pain. So I went to the doctor and asked them about that. They said it's completely normal. Everything's getting shoved up in that area, and he could be pinching a nerve or laying on a muscle that's causing the numbness or whatever, but they said it is completely normal. And in week 29, I started noticing something, like, not disgusting, because it's not disgusting to me, because I've done it before, but it's happening every single time I sleep now as I'm drooling. And I've heard that on my Ovia pregnancy app, they said that during pregnancy you can get a lot more fluids. Your body produces a lot more fluids, and saliva might be one of them. So I've been drooling every time I've dozed off. I'm sleeping in the middle of the night. Sometimes there's like a puddle, not a puddle, but a spot like that on my pillow of drool, and I have only done that in the past when I'm sleeping extremely good, but now I just do it when I doze off and stuff like that. So, like I said, it's not gross, but it's tiring having to wake up every so often and flip your pillow because there's a big wet spot on it. And it makes me feel gross because it's just saliva everywhere and it gets crusty in the morning and stuff like that, and it's just really annoying. Now, week 30, I started getting extremely dry skin, and normally my skin's like normal dry. I know you're supposed to moisturize every day, but I don't always do that because the moisturizer I use is coconut oil, because I hate the way lotions feel. Definitely, like, if you are in some rain or you're sweating, it starts to feel like really slimy and sticky. So I prefer coconut oil, but my house is always cold, so coconut oil, if you don't know, is a solid when it's colder or cooler, and it's a liquid when it's warm, so you have to get it in your hands and warm it up and put it on, but it's a pain in the ass to do that sometimes if you just don't feel like doing it, so I haven't been, but my skin has been extremely dry, like definitely like right here in this area, but luckily when I apply it to my face regularly every single day, I got into the habit of putting the excess on my elbows, because this elbow gets extremely dry and like flaky feeling, and I hate that. So got into the habit of putting it on my face and neck, and then excess on my elbows, but I've been putting the excess down on my forearms too, and I'm trying to get in the habit of putting it all over my body after the shower too, but I haven't been very good at that. And I have some in-shower body lotion that I need to pull out from my cabinet and start using that. The kind I have is the Nivea, and I like the Nivea is the first kind that really came out, and then the Jergens came out. The Nivea, I don't like the smell of it really. It has like a weird smell, but I need to look for a different kind or something. And also I really love the Vaseline spray-on lotion. It's just in like a tin can. If you haven't tried it, try it because it's amazing. But like I said, I'm not a big lotion fan, so I'll probably use it up until it starts getting really warm outside. And then Fiona, sorry, we got a new puppy and she likes to torture the cats by loving on them. What are you doing? Come here. Come here. Come here. You can't chew on that. No. Come here. Fiona. Don't chew on that. She's chewing on the curtains. Come here. Come here, baby girl. What's that? Come here. Come here. Okay. This is she's about 8 or 9 weeks. We found her on the side of the road, and she was extremely skinny, and her whiskers were all cut off and stuff, and we tried to find her owner, we couldn't, so we decided to keep her. And by the looks of it, like I said, she's about 8, 9 weeks old. She's about almost 30 pounds, and we're pretty sure she's a Great Dane puppy. That's all I need right now, but we're totally in love with her. But what was I saying? Dry skin. I'll probably use that in-shower body lotion until it starts warming up, which will be in the next month or so. Where's your bone? There you go. In the next month or so, here in Indiana, and that's when I'll probably stop using it, because like I said, I don't like the slimy feeling. So, I just really need to get my shit together, basically, and do it. 30 weeks is, I wrote down, I'm supposed to be testing my sugar 4 times a day, but like I just explained, this doctor's office is shitty, so I'm getting really annoyed with it. I haven't tested my sugar all week, but I'm not too worried about it because they told me that my sugar wasn't high. It was just barely over the normal level, which that's the only reason I'm there. I don't have to take medication for it. This video is going to be a hot mess. I don't take medication for it. I just have to watch what I eat. And she says that it's probably more carbs than I'm used to eating on my like meal plan thing. So I haven't followed it. I've been doing really horrible with it. I've been going out to eat and doing things I'm not supposed to, because right now it doesn't, like, I'm not on the diet because I'm not testing my sugar, so they're not knowing what I'm eating. So we'll just see at my next doctor's appointment, and then you guys will know about that in my next update, or I can update about it on Instagram, because I'm going to start trying to use that platform more, because I'm not really that into Twitter. And obviously, if you've added me on my Snapchat, I have not used that because Instagram story has pretty much taken over the Snapchat, so I think I'm just not going to probably use it at all. And I'm slowly trying to get more into Twitter just for this platform because I don't use it in my personal life. I'm watching my puppy. I don't trust her. Fiona. But anyways, also in week 30 is when I'm starting to get a lot of back and hip pain. Like I said before, the baby likes to hang out my back sometimes, and there's no way to get him out. But if I walk too much or if I'm up doing too much, I do get all over back pain, and my hips are starting to hurt. But I'm just figuring that's because my body's preparing for birth in the next 8 to 6 weeks, I'm assuming, because I know you can deliver a little bit early. So I'm expecting that too. I do have everything pretty much I need. I do have my hospital bag packed, and I have Daniel's and the baby's, which I think I'm going to film that today too. So we'll see. And expect a baby room video start to come. I have everything in there. I just have to organize it and do a few more things that I want to do. And I'm waiting on it to get painted, but I probably won't do the final baby room reveal until it gets painted and everything is the way I pretty much want. We are painting the crib and the changing table this weekend, so hopefully that'll be up in the next couple weeks. I am not very good at this YouTube thing, so we'll see how that works. And also week 30, finally I'm starting to sleep a lot better. I'm not laying awake at night. I'm not waking up random times of the day, and I'm not having a hard time sleeping. I've been taking Benadryl at night instead of melatonin to help me sleep because allergies are getting to me here in southern Indiana, and like right now it's like 60 degrees. The other day it was like 30 degrees. It's around the time, if you're in the Midwest or you live in Indiana, it's about the time where it's starting to flip back and forth to winter and spring, pretty much. So it's horrible. Every time the weather changes drastically, I get like, I don't want to say I get sick because it's not like it's a cold. It's just extremely bad allergies. My eyes itch really bad. They burn. I'm congested. I'm always congested now just because I think the weather changing and I'm pregnant on top of that. So I don't think that helps. But I am not going to show you guys my belly this week just because I don't feel like getting up. We rearranged our living room, so the spot I'm in is kind of hard to show you guys without showing you that way, and that shows you my messy kitchen and how lazy I am, so I'm not going to do that today, and I'm not wearing pants. So if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up and let me know where you are at in your pregnancy, or if you're trying to conceive, or you just recently had a baby. My due date, if you have not been watching, is May 20th of 2019 this year. All of my other baby pregnancy updates will be linked down in this description. I try to keep that updated as much as possible, so anytime you watch any of my updates, the updated links are in the description, so you can go back and look at those and stuff like that. But please follow me on my Instagram, and that's where I'm going to start trying to update more and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.